वो सारा कुछ तो महाराज का शहीद कराता ते मुड़ के मैं ये कह दिया फिर मैं बेईमान तो होर भी थले गल चली जाती बेईमान तो फिर भी चंगा लफ्ज कह लो भी जी इन्हों को सतगुणां तो करा के फिर भी मैं यही कहना भी नहीं महाराज मैं ही हाँ तो फिर बेईमान तो भी बदतर थले डिग जाता फिर बंदे का जिहड़ा किरदार है ना वो फिर होर थले डिग जाता गुरु पातशाह महाराज like I said he's not Guru Maharaj does what he does and the rest is up to us how do we के नेड़े के दूर जे असी नेड़े जाना है तो फिर सानू स्वरूप रखना पड़ेगा जे नेड़े नहीं जाना जे दूर जाना है तो फिर स्वरूप ना रखी महाराज में कोई फर्क नहीं पैंदा महाराज कोई फर्क नहीं पैंदा महाराज कहते ना वाद है ना घाट है ना वाद घाट होत है जे ओदी उस्तत करिए ओ वड्डा नहीं हो जाता जे ओदी असीं निंदा करिए ओ घट नहीं जाता ओ उदां दा उदां रहिंदा है Guru Pasha Maharaj doesn't get involved with stuff. It's when we want Maharaj to get involved, Maharaj gets involved then. Other than that, everyone is on their own. Every single person. Whether we call ourselves Gursikh, whether we don't call ourselves Gursikh, whether we are Munna or whoever we are, even if you're a saint, if Guru Maharaj की गाल नहीं मननी, तो Guru Maharaj कहते भी मैं मेरे हाथ खड़े थे if you chose your own path then Guru Maharaj saying yeah fair enough then you do because one Sikhi is not about is saying to people or going around and trying to convert the masses सारे ਨੂੰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾ ਦਿਓ ਜੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾ ਦਿਓ ਇਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਸਿੱਖੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲਾਈ ਜੇ ਇਦਾਂ ਚਲਾਈ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਸਿਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਮੰਗਣੇ ਸੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ did the first Amrit Sanchar Guru Maharaj ने फिर ਉਹਦਾ ਸਿਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਮੰਗਣੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਇੱਥੇ 80000 ਬੰਦਾ ਆਇਆ ਚਲ ਵਧੀਆ 80000 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਕਾ ਦਈਏ ਅੱਜ 80000 ਨੂੰ going for the numbers game Maharaj because at that time in 1699 the Vaisakhi when Guru Pasha Maharaj had the first Amrit Sanchar and he had to select people he had a choice there was 80,000 people there and Maharaj could have said it's the numbers game 80,000, my God, people will remember this. That Ajman Asiyar Machikaya. We read about this in newspapers. There are a lot of people who claim a lot of stuff and say, man, Aj Sade Baba Ji ne 10,000 ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਰਸ਼ਕਾਤਾ ਜੀ 15,000 ਨੂੰ ਮਰਸ਼ਕਾਤਾ 20,000 ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਰਸ਼ਕਾਤਾ Guru Maharaj ne je Guru Maharaj ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ if Guru Maharaj wanted he would have 80,000 ਨੂੰ ਮਰਸ਼ਕਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਚੋਣ ਕੀਤੀ he gave you the choice Maharaj gave Khalsa the choice he didn't come out and dictate it to the Khalsa he said okay everyone thank you very much for turning up it's going to be a long day there's 80,000 of you and there's going to be Amrit Sanchar so here we go ਏਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਏਦਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ Maharaj gave the Khalsa the choice he gave you the choice he said ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ I need a head and those people who sat there right they had the choice they knew the choice what was the choice ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿਤੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ like I said ਅਸੀਂ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ ਕਰੀਏ ਉਹ ਵੱਡਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਮੈਂ ਨੰਬਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਧਾ ਦੇਣੇ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਤੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਕੋਈ ਘਟਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇਣੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਹੋਵਾਂ ਨਾ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਹੋਵਾਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਜੇ ਮੈਂ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਲਾਗੇ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਲੋਤਾ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਬਲਵਾਨ ਸੀਗੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਬਲਵਾਨ he didn't need thousands of sheep ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਭੇਡਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਭੇਡਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਈਆਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਭੇੜਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਭੇਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਣਾਈ ਜੇ ਭੇਡ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਈਨ ਬਣਾ ਲਓ ਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਲਾਈਨ ਬਣਾ ਲਓ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਈ ਜਾਓ ਮਰਸ਼ਕੀ ਜਾਓ ਭੇਡਾਂ ਆ ਜਾਓ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਕੀਤੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਿਰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸਿਰ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਸਿਰ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਸਿਰ ਕੌਣ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ੇਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਵੀ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ ਨਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਦੇ ਸਕਦਾ मेरे अगे तो यही कहना महाराज मैं 1 मिनट आया घर में लगता मेरी बूहा खुला रह गया मैं बंद करके हुणे आया। मेरे अगे तो यही कहना सी जिहड़ा शेर आ कहता वो तैयार आ, शेर तैयार आ, भेडां नहीं मारनी चाहिए। मारने पहला ही गल कहती भी भेडां की लोड़ नहीं। इफ यू फॉलो सोसाइटी, इफ यू फॉलो अदर्स, महाराज कहते फिर मैनूं तुहाडी लोड़ नहीं। मैनूं किहदी लोड़ आ? मैनूं सिख दी लोड़ आ। किहदी लोड़? किहड़े सिख दी? जेड़ा ज्यों तो प्रेम खेलन का चाहो सिर तक तली गली मेरी आओ तो मार्ग पैर धरीजे सिर दीजा कान ना कीजिए। जेड़ा अपना सिर लैके तैयार है ना मैनूं ओहदी लोड़ है, बाकी दी लोड़ नहीं। हुण असीं अपने आप देखिए, if we question ourselves now and think, are we actually ready for that call? If that call ever came, would I be ready? We might, Matha take Guru Maharaj and we might, stand there for ages. We might stand there for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, doing ardas, doing the dog, doing, some parkarma of Guru Maharaj. Saying, Maharaj, I love you, Maharaj, I love you to bits. You're the only one, you're the only one. There's no one else, Maharaj. There's no one else in my life. So when the call comes, would I be ready from inside? For me, मेरे अगे नहीं तो अंदरों ही तू ही गल्लां अंदरों ही। So Guru Maharaj is not after people who are like sheep who follow society, what society thinks of them. महाराज ने जब तक खालसा रहे न्यारा, न्यारे दा की मतलब है distinct। ते जे मैं इत्थे जूड़ा कर लिया, am I becoming distinct? You might be न्यारा in a different sense. That people might look at you, stare at you, go, what's he doing? Right? Whereas, महाराज कहते न्यारा कौन है? रह नहीं रहे सोई सिख मेरा, ओ साहिब मैं उसका चेहरा। जेड़ा रहनी च रहिंदा, साबत सूरत दस्तार सिरा, जेड़ा अपने सिर ते दस्तार सजा के रखदा, जेड़ा सिख रोमां दी बेअदबी नहीं करता। रोमां दी बेअदबी केड़ी है? So what are we talking about here? Now, from your head all the way down to your toe, it doesn't mess around with anything. All the little case hair on your body, Maharaj कहते doesn't mess with those. उन्होंने कहते रोम, जेड़ा रोमां दी बेअदबी ना करे, जेड़ा दस्तार सजावे। फिर गुरु पातशाह महाराज की कहते, talking about the swarup. What is the swarup? The swarup is, महाराज कहते बिना शस्त्र के संग नरक भेट जानो गहे कान ताको किदे लै सिधानो। एह मोरी आ गया सुनो प्यारे, बिना केस तेगू देह नाम दिदारे। तुरंग संसारे प्रभु जी सुनाई, बिना तेग तीरंग रहे ना भाई। सतगुरु जी पातशाह महाराज tells his Khalsa the way to be. The uniform of a Khalsa is the star. Now, it's sad to see that the way the saints used to look in the old days, the same how they used to be, the saints of Guru Maharaj, you can still see those things. You can still have the darshan of that swarup amongst the saints. But kind of like it's disheartening to see when it's us, Sikh bibiyan, Sikh women, they for some reason are really kind of lapsed, are really lack in what Guru Parsha Maharaj made us out to be. I was reading this, sort of like a book, and it had a piece about things the Sikh women have done for the Panth. I mean, you don't mess with the Sikh women, you don't mess with the Sikh bibiyan, you don't. अजकल की हुंदा है, अजकल ते काले चेना ला के लै जांदे आ ना, मुड़ के फिर असीं रिपोर्टां लिखाउंदे रहंदे भी मेरी चेन लै गया, आ लै गया, वो लै गया. This is now, how did the Singhiya used to be? A Singhiya of Guru Gobind Singh, how did they used to be? I was reading this, and and they said, after Guru Gobind Singh Ji Pasha Maharaj, Hajur Sahib was captured, was under the Mughals' control, right? So, you know what the Mughals used to do? They didn't like the Sikhs, go into the Gurdwara, desecrate the place, right? And do unspeakable things in there. This is what they used to do. And Hajur Sahib, right? This is the Guru card that a lot of, Singh, they wish they have darshan of. And it was under their control. And there was a group of women. Group of women, Sikh women, Guru Diyan Singhniyan, what did they decide to do? They decided, okay, right. They sat down and said, okay, right. That's Hajur Sahib. We know that the Mughals are in there and they're doing things and doing Beadabi of Guru Pasha Maharaj. We need to take action. The Bibiyan didn't say, okay, what do you suggest then? I'll tell you what we should do. Let's go and find a few things and say to them, this is what's going on in there. We need some help. We need some of you guys with your Kripana, your sister, to go in there and sort this mess out. Did they do that the way around for this? No. They formed a battalion, the Sikh women, straight away. No ifs, no buts, no questions asked. They were all Shastratari anyway. They had the Shastra Kripana on them. They had the Guru Maharaj's Dastar on them. They had the Shastra. They were tiyar. And they said, okay, let's go. Formed a battalion and went in. Charged in. When they charged in, there was a battle there. Utte jang hui. And those Bibiyan fought like how Mata Parkour fought. And they fought their way through, and they fought their way in, and they kicked every single Mughal out of the place, out of Hajur Sahib. A group of women. All these Sikh Bibiyan Sikhiyan, those were Sikh women as well. Right? They were Singhniyan, daughters of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And look at us now. Look at us now. Where we are now. Talking about the Swaroop, the reason why those things were so Jardikala and were able to carry out all those things, all those wonderful things, amazing things that they were carried out. You know the reason for that? You know why were they able to do all those things? Why we've had Surme like Baba Deep Singh Ji Shaheed? Why have we had Surme like Bhai Taru Singh Ji? Why? What's their secret? Does anyone know what their secret is? Obviously Guru Maharaj. But it's the Sikh women, the Sikh mother. That's what's behind. That's what's working behind Baba Deep Singh Ji when he's fighting with his head on his hand. Because there's a Sikh mother working behind, a Sikh mother working behind Baba Deep Singh Ji. It's not easy to give birth to a Surma like Baba Deep Singh. No ordinary mother could give birth to Baba Deep Singh. She has to have Gamai, she has to have something inside of her that glows, that makes it possible for such a great soul to be born to her. But the reason why we are in such a mess now is because somewhere along the lines the Sikh mother kind of forgot the way how to be. Why? It's easy for a mother to get her kid's hair cut than it is for her to wash that case, to wash that hair, and to do a jura and to do the style. A lot of women are choosing to, get their kids' hair cut for that reason. And I look at that and I see that it's gone from Mada Parkour Ji, right? How many of you actually been to Hajur Sahib? Has anyone been to Hajur Sahib? Hands up if you have. How many of you actually went to Mada Parkour's Gurdwara? Mada Parkour's Gurdwara as well. And I was amazed to see, they've got the guns of Mada Parkour. This is how Sikh women used to be, right? This is how they used to be. What can I say? But I saw the guns of Mada Parkour's, in the Mada Parkour's Gurdwara. Now here we have like low ceilings. The high ceilings. And I went in and I started looking from the floor down, and I kept looking always the point where I kind of lost my balance because that's how high this bandook, this gun was. That Mother Pak, when she used to go out riding on a horse, she used to carry this gun and used to fight. And I'm thinking, our Sikh women used to do that. Mother Pak did that. It's amazing. Heavy things. She led Charlie Mukti. Now, Charlie Mukti were like not ordinary people. We might say, oh, they give Badawa. They did. You know, they turned their back on Guru Maharaj. They did, but they came back, right? But those weren't just ordinary like Singhs. They were proper super warriors. Those guys were. They used to, you know, go out and kick some. You know what I mean? They weren't like soft. And you know who led them back into battle? Mother Pak was leading them into battle. That's the status of the Sikh women that used to be. And that was the reason why we have so much Chardi Kala in our Panth. Because the Sikh mother understood her job, what she needs to do. Talking about the Swaroop, like I said, the Swaroop, we can see that amongst the Singhs, the star, the Sri Sahib, the Gatra, but when I look at my mothers, when I look at my sisters, I don't see that. I don't see that. The Swaroop. Guru Maharaj, like I said, Guru Maharaj doesn't discriminate. He's a nirvair. He gives a choice to everyone. Men, women alike. It's up to us. Where do we take that? How do we take that choice? Guru Gobind Singh Ji Pasha Maharaj not only gave the dastar to a Gursikh, a Singh, but he gave the same dastar to a Bibi, to a Singhani as well. Because in Guru Maharaj's eyes, if you're a Singhani, you know less than any Singh. Not even that, you're more. What does Guru Maharaj say? Guru Maharaj talks about women. Guru Granth Sahib talks about women. And Guru Granth Sahib says, Tan Tan, So Janani, Janan, Guru Janayamai. You imagine, now that's the biggest thing anyone could ever say. Anyone could ever say in praise of women. What Guru Granth Sahib just said there. What did Maharaj say? Maharaj said, Tan Tan So Janani, Jan Guru Janayamai. If we believe Guru to be the greatest, Guru Maharaj is the greatest. Then Maharaj can then think how great that mother has to be who gave birth to that Guru. That's your level. That's the level of Sikh women. But where we look at now, I don't know where we are. I don't know where we are. This is where we need to be. The Swaroop Guru Maharaj gave us. Mata Pak Kaur Ji. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj tied a dastar on Mata Pak Kaur Ji himself. He gave Mata Pak Kaur Ji the shastras himself, the guns himself, the talwar himself. Because she is no less than any of the Singh that sat there. Maharaj elevated the Singhaniya, but where do we take that position now? We need to kind of like, sort of decide for ourselves. But Guru Pasha Maharaj talks about the Swaroop. Jada Guru Maharaj ne Swaroop ditta. Like I said, we are not Asi Gurdas Man de Sikh nahi. Bhai baron jo marji dil saaf hoye theek ya. Je enni gal sigi, I don't know why God had to wait, hundreds of years to send Gurdas Man now. Udo bhej denda, jadon Guru Nanak Pasha aaye sige, je enni sokhi gal sigi, Maharaj udo bhej denda ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਫੇ ਗੱਲ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ. जी हो मैले 12 निर्मल जीवता मैले इतनी जन्म जीवे हारिया. पहला महाराज ये कहते हैं. Now, if you just peel from the outside, I'm going to talk about the hypocrisy of people as well. I'm not saying either that you keep this Swaroop andro bham jida marji karo. Because being a Singh, you get this complaint a lot when you go and see, your rishtedar somewhere like there's a, family function or whatever. And the first thing they will say, ਉਦਾਂ ਤੇ ਠੀਕ ਆ ਮਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾੜੀ ਏਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਦਸਤਾਰ ਮਗਰ ਉਹ ਬੰਦਾ ਬੜਾ ਕੋੜਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਉਹ ਚੰਗਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀਗਾ. Always the same. and say to me, say to me basically that all saints are like that. Oh yeah, मैं देखा सीगा ਸਿੰਘ तो ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ ਨਾਲ ਗਵਾਂਢੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਕੰਮ ਦਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ. We say that, all those things. Why? ਕਿਉਂ? Why do people say that? ਵੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਕਰਨਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਰਦਾ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੇਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ. We don't want to do it ourselves, and ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਰਦਾ, if someone does it, we're trying to knock them down. नहीं, ठीक है. I'll take that on board still. I said, yeah, fair enough. I'm sorry if, some saying hurt your feelings or hurt you. I'm sorry. I'm not here to argue with you. So, I'm also here to talk about, Guru Maharaj talks about Islam. Jihon Maile, Baro Nirmal Jihunta Maile Tini Janam Juhi Hara. Maharaj Kante Jada Andro. So, you could be pure, like all, wearing white, Titti the star, Titta Jola, sort of Bada Vadia, pretending to be a Gorsek or whatever. Maharaj Kante Baro Ya Andro Nahi, Titini Janam Juhi Hara. Maharaj Kante then your whole life has been a big loss. It's a big loss. So, it's not just about the outside, it's the inside as well. But it's not just about the inside, it's about the outside as well. फिर अगली पौड़ी जो महाराज की कहते हैं, जी हो निर्मल बाहर निर्मल, भारत निर्मल जी हो निर्मल सतगुर ते करनी कमानी, कूड़ की सोई पहुंचना ही मनसा सच समानी, जन्म तन जिनी खटिया भले से मजारे. गुरु पातशाह महाराज कहते जेड़ा बाहरों भी निर्मल ते अंदरों भी निर्मल. So it's a package, outside and inside, not just the inside and not just the outside, inside and the outside. But however, Guru Paatshah Maharaj they then gave us that swaroop. Swaroop siga the star. This is the swaroop. Every day now, your very swaroop is being threatened. Why? Because you hear these stories, you must have heard this as well, that recently in Italy, a lot of the Gossiks, they were forced to take the star off. The most humiliating thing you can ever do to a Gossik is take the star off him. Take his spot off him. And that has been done now. Every day there is a new story where those people are getting the Singhs to take the star off. And they have to take the star off and they have to give it to them and then they take it away, do whatever they do. And all that time, they've not got the star on their head. Your identity, the star, is being threatened. Now, we got to look at ourselves and think, hang on, if that's what's happening, is it something that we could do, we lack? Like I was saying to you before, that let's not take Sukhy for granted. Let's not take the star for granted. Let's not take the Sri Star for granted, because there will be a time when they will make our lives really hard for us to go out there.